Are non-canonical gospels valuable? Well, yes and no. So, non-canonical gospels are those gospels that aren't included in the Bible, the ones that aren't Mark, Matthew, Luke, or John. And for the most part, those were written quite a bit after the gospels that we have in the Bible. The last of those gospels to be written was the Gospel of John, somewhere between 90 and 100 of the Common Era. But the non-canonical gospels came along later, and they don't tell us a lot about who the historical person of Jesus actually was. They do tell us, though, about what early Christian community was like, what their concerns were, what their theology was, and perhaps most significantly, what they wanted to know about Jesus. The infancy gospels, for instance, talk about Jesus' childhood. They're all invented stories, but they speak to a desire to know more about the life of Jesus. The one exception in the non-canonical gospels is the Gospel of Thomas. It's a sayings gospel. That means it's a collection of Jesus's teachings. And scholars had long hypothesized that such a source existed. For instance, Q, which scholars think that Matthew and Luke both had access to, a collection of Jesus's sayings. The Gospel of Thomas proves that such sources existed. What's more, the Gospel of Thomas was likely earlier than the rest. Scholars debate about exactly when it might have been written, but I'm one who thinks that it was probably at least a contemporary of the Gospels that we have in the New Testament. So the Gospel of Thomas provides another source of Jesus' sayings that is independent from the other. So if you have a saying of Jesus that's, say, in Q and the Gospel of Thomas, it means it's more likely that Jesus would have said it because those sources didn't depend on each other. So, yes, I think non-canonical Gospels are helpful, but aside from the Gospel of Thomas, they don't teach us a lot about who Jesus might have actually been.